people out there are saying like, yeah, you advertise in Canada, people are coming here, there's no job, there's no place for them. I said, well, duh. It depends on the province where you're going to London, and it depends on the city where you live. Okay, so, and if you are lazy, of course you cannot find a job. Okay, period. Today's video, guys, I want to share something that is one of the most important when you are applying here in Canada. I believe I make a video about this probably previous years, but I want just to update with you guys. Okay, it's very important. Okay, so you won't regret. Just bothering my eyes. So anyway, guys, I am here again, going to my husband's place to do some cleaning here. While I'm doing my things, I'm going to talk to you guys, okay? Okay, there you go. Good morning, good morning. Just open all the windows here. Good morning, my flowery. Anyway, you stay with me until the end of this video. While I'm doing my job here, I do it quickly. I just do quickly doing my laundry, guys. And I will just talk to you, okay? So anyway, God is good today again. It's my beautiful Monday. And I will do my laundry quickly. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's all dry. I have to do all my laundry. Okay. You are applying to come here in Canada, guys. This is one of the most important you have to remember. It's either way you're going to apply in, like, do it yourself, or you're going for an agency or immigration consultants, like someone is going to help you to process your applications to come here in Canada. Okay, this is one of the most important that sometimes applicants out there, they don't think about the future, the possible that it will happen, you know, because when you are applying to come here in Canada, the main goal is to bring your family in the future, right? It's either they come with you here and work like under a work permit visa, then later on you're going to sponsor your children, your spouse, whatever you're going to sponsor here in Canada, okay? The reason I am sharing this to you is by experience. One of the people I know here in Canada that later on they regrets, okay? So first of all, when you are applying to Canada, you know yourself. If you have your spouses with you, your husband, your ex-wife, your ex-husband, whatever, and if you have children with this excess, you need to include them in your application. It doesn't matter they are your ex-wife, your ex-husband, you still need to let the immigration know that you have this person in your life. You know, immigration is kind of nosy. You know, they want to know everything about what's going on to your life, you know, your life reality. If you're married before, immigration has to know. You know, immigration is kind of nosy about your life, your personal, and that is very important because you never know, someday you will need that, okay? Like for example, you're divorced with your first husband. You have to indicate all in your application that you were being divorced, you have children with him. And if you have your common law partner, okay, you want to bring that person with you in the future in Canada, you still have to say like, okay, I have a common law partner, this is the name, blah blah blah, we have a children. And because you never know in the future, like for example, the people who were being divorced in their back home or separated in their back home, later in their life they're going to be okay and they want to continue the relationship, then at least if you write down in your application that I was being like this, like that, then in the future if you decided change your mind and you still want to go back to your ex, you continue the relationship, then it's easier for you to sponsor this person, okay? You just only do the explanation to a lawyer, to the immigration, that this is happened to my previous relationship, that's why it's happening. Now I want to bring back this person to me here in Canada. You know, family is very important here in Canada. So if you lie to your application in your back home, later on you're going to sponsor this person, you know what, you're gonna be in trouble. The immigration might not approve your sponsorship, or they might not approve your permanent resident in Canada is because in the first place you lied, okay? You lied to your application. You didn't tell the truth, okay? That's why I said immigration is a little bit nosy. They want to know all the information about you. And you know, because immigration is marites, okay? So anyway, I'm just sharing this because one of the lady I met here in Canada when I was still a nanny, and she's trying to sponsor her husband later because during the application when she come to Canada, they are not in good time, they are fighting, so she didn't even write down the name of the husband when the husband come, when later she decided to bring the husband in Canada, and the immigration said no, okay, and she need to have a lawyer, but they still not approve. Good thing that they didn't deport her, because there's a possibility they can deport you. Our life is not perfect, but we need to be very honest in our applications when you are coming to Canada. So let's say you have children from another woman to another man, you still have to declare that you have these children, okay? And you want to bring, of course, our children is our children. So if you didn't declare your children that you have this and that to a previous relationship, to your ex, then you cannot sponsor to bring them in Canada, okay? So I just to let you know, guys, the people out there who plan to come here in Canada, because first of all, the reason why you want to come to Canada, because even though you have a good life in your country, but you are thinking the future of your children. That's the reason why you want to come to Canada, because of course Canada is a beautiful country. For me, okay, people out there are saying like, yeah, you advertise in Canada, people are coming here, there's no job, there's no place for them. I said, well, duh. It depends on the province where you're going to London, and it depends on the city where you live, okay? So, and if you are lazy, of course you cannot find a job, okay? Period. People out there like said, line up because there's no job. There's always a job. Remember how many province Canada and how many territories of Canada? Do your own research, huh? When I got my Canadian citizenship, I have to memorize all these things. Now I forgot, I don't know. Do your own research, how many territories? I think 3 territories. And Canada is a huge, huge country, so that's why they're bringing people, because they need people. Immigration, they know better than us, okay? Immigration know better than us, so don't blame me when I'm talking because I'm not immigration. They're the one who know if they need more people in Canada or not, okay? And they need more people to come and work. That's all. Don't get angry to me. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I'm just I'm just doing my vlog here. When I was working as a nanny, and then I become a permanent resident in Canada, I met a lot of people. They come here in Canada and they divorce their husband, and it's okay if they divorce their husband because they find another husband here in Canada or wife in Canada, and that's too bad, hey. They end up like they cancel the application of their husband or wife to come here in Canada. They cancel their sponsorship for their spouses, and that is so sad, you know. But they are bringing their children. So some it works, some it won't, because sometimes their spouses, they don't want to do the sign release for their children back home to come here in Canada, and it happened, okay? In some cases, it happening, okay? I met lots of people when I was a nanny until I was at work, okay? So that's their own life anyway, but in your application, you still need to write down everything important that you want to bring here in Canada in the future, okay? So remember, guys, if you are permanent resident or Canadian citizen in Canada, or you are under work permit visa, you are able to sponsor your immediate family members, okay? Your children, your husband and wife. For the parents, we can invite them to come and visit in Canada, because there's there's a quota previous years that this is a certain numbers for them to sponsor the parents, right? Now they close, so I don't know when they are going to open again. But the most important, we can bring here in Canada our children, wife, and husband, okay? Or if you are going to be the employer, you can sponsor your brother, sister, relatives, or whoever. You can bring them here in Canada if you are qualified to sponsor people to bring to Canada to work under a work permit visa. So like us, we sponsored our sister-in-law, my brother, wife, like the family all together, because under the caregiver program, right? So now it's closing this year, so I don't know what's going to be the next, okay? So hopefully they're going to continue that program, the caregiver under the home child care pilot program and home support pilot program, okay? So there are so many pathways, guys, for us Canadian citizen in Canada. If you still want to bring your family members here in Canada, there's always a pathways, okay? Yeah, it's getting nice and warm today. I'm just so happy, to be honest with you guys, because spring is here. Spring is here. Spring is sprung. Spring means to say people are to start planting trees, planting vegetables, flowers. Oh, I love the most is spring, then summer. Whew, camping is waiting. We go camping in the mountains. Spring is awesome because summer is coming. People go camping in the mountain, go fishing. Oh, I tell you. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Bye.